For this assignment, you'll be working on your research essay outline, and sometimes students have questions related to how they move from annotated bibliography into actually writing their paper. So, the purpose of the annotated bibliography is to provide you an opportunity to go through each of your sources and determine how you might use those sources. As you prepare your outline, you're really going to think about it in the same way that you think about any other essay outline. So, um, that time you spent really evaluating your sources will come in handy here because you will know kind of what points you might want to make with them. But the outline, when you're planning your essay, you're not going to go paragraph by paragraph talking about one source then another. You're going to integrate those and synthesize them together into an argument. So, a couple of things I want to remind you about. The first is in the research essay topic page, it lays out the organization for this paper, where you'll have an introduction, narration, which is kind of that background situation, information. Then you'll have your confirmation, which should be 2 to 3 paragraphs. That's likely where you're going to talk about how your your problem can be solved with a solution that considers the 3 pillars of sustainability. Then you're going to have your refutation, which is where you will present 1 or 2 counter arguments and concede or refute those counter arguments, and then your conclusion. This is going to get you to your 7 to 9 paragraphs. In fact, I'll take this and I will just put this over to remind you in that assignment while I'm thinking about it now. So, with that in mind, we will then kind of talk about this specific outline. For this assignment, it looks very similar to the outline that you used for essay 1, with just a few tweaks. First, when it asks for your topic, this is going to be your approved topic. So this should be the topic that you were using when you were finding your sources for your annotated bibliography. You're just going to tell me what that is here, either in the form of a research question or just telling me what the topic is. The next thing is this. It says, for this essay, you have to propose a solution for a problem related to one of the SDGs. When proposing your solution in your essay, you must address your solution in terms of the 3 pillars. In a short paragraph here, explain how you will do that and in which paragraphs you plan to address each of the 3 pillars in relation to your proposed solution. So what I'm asking for is right below this little paragraph I wrote, for you to write a short paragraph telling me how you're considering the 3 pillars of sustainability and where in your paper you're going to talk about this. Now, I mentioned just a minute ago, the best place to do this is going to be in the confirmation. I would do a paragraph on the solution through an economic lens, an environmental lens, and a social lens. That would give you that confirmation. You can present your evidence, but that might not work for all of you, and I understand that. So you're not locked into that. It's just how I would approach it. So from there, you'll do your thesis. Then I've provided a space for topic sentence and then evidence. If it were me, I would make sure I was writing really strong topic sentences that supported my thesis statement clearly. And then with the evidence, I would go ahead and pull the quotes from my sources and provide my in-text citation just so that that's already there. So when I go to write my paper, I can, pick that information up, I already have my citation in. You will still likely have to provide your introduction to your quote with your signal phrase, your lead in, all of that. But you would have at least your quote and your citation. You will do that I've provided up to 8 body paragraphs here. Use what you need, delete what you don't. If you need more, add them in. I've given you space for up to 3 pieces of evidence per paragraph. If you need more, include it here. If you don't, delete it, but you are required per the rubric 2 pieces of evidence per paragraph. And then you're going to go ahead and write your full conclusion here, at least in its early form, understanding that with the topic sentences, the evidence you're choosing, your thesis, and your conclusion, that all of that might change as you're actually writing the essay. But I do want you to spend time and try to do this well so that you can get good feedback from me. I will be able to understand if you do, in fact, have a grasp of this assignment, if you do that now here. I hope this video helps. And if you have questions, please let me know.